The SJR football team will be led onto the field by Piper Brendan Hogan, and from the DEA, and drummer Lieutenant Kevin Shade from the Bergenfield Fire Department. We now ask that all fans please stand and remove your caps. Players, remove your helmets. As many of you are aware, this weekend marks a somber milestone for all Americans, the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks in New York, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania. St. Joseph Regional High School, along with the 112 other member schools of the Super Football Conference, stand united in remembrance of this solemn day 20 years ago. Please remain standing as Father Vincent D'Agostino, pastor of Our Lady of Mercy in Park Ridge, will lead us in prayer.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, bless our St. Joseph's Green Knights as they begin this season, and bless this new field in which they play. Look with love upon all who enter here, and all who play on this field. Protect them, O Lord, from all injury and harm. Fill all who compete and coach here with the spirit of knowledge and wisdom and love for God. Support the athletes with heavenly assistance so that they may attain all virtue and holiness, and in everything give honor to your name. May they always know you are with them, and may they receive your divine protection and blessing each and every time they compete. Bless all who are present today for this competition and dedication, the St. Joseph's players and coaches and their families, and the coaches as well as players and families of DePaul Catholic. Help them to see your goodness in all things, for in all things we give you thanks and praise. We also remember today, O Lord, those who lost their lives on this day 20 years ago when our nation was attacked. We will never forget them. In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. In the rustling of leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys and we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. Amen. And now we observe a moment of silence.
Thank you, Father D'Agostino, Brendan, and Kevin. At this time, we ask that you direct your attention to the east end zone for the presentation of the colors by Green Knights Jack Lau and Aiden Huvane of Hillsdale Boy Scout Troop 109 and fellow scout Michael Pizzella of Westwood Boy Scout Troop 47. In a demonstration of our patriotism, unity, and respect, we now honor America by honoring our flag and the the freedom and liberty it represents. And we give thanks to the men and women who have served and are serving, and especially to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice to protect us. Here is a member of the award-winning SJR Performing Arts Program, freshman Nathaniel Alger, who will sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner that waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Nathaniel.
From the Robert Joseph Dinallo Stadium on the Tony Carthage Field, WCTV is proud to present high school football, the Spartans of DePaul versus the Green Knights of St. Joe's. Hello everybody, I'm Larry LaFury, along with John Francola and Ida. That's Hurricane Ida to us from now on. We're here today, and John, it was a very moving tribute and commemoration of the 9/11 that took place 20 years ago. St. Joe's and their staff did a wonderful job prior to this game to honor the memory of 9/11.
That was excellent, Larry. Really
Ladies
great
and
job.
gentlemen,
It brought
please
back a
direct
lot
your
of
attention
memories
to
for
the
you and
midfield
I when we
for
partook
today's
in that
pregame
area.
coin toss.
We're going to turn this
In
over to
June
Joe
of
Kivett.
1986, Rob McCarthy completed his SJR career as a student, track hurdler, and occasional football and basketball player when he walked across the stage at commencement and off to Manhattan College. The Stony Point resident married Annie in 1999, and their son Shane was born on August 26, 2001. 2 weeks later, on September 11th, Rob went to work as an institutional trader for Cantor Fitzgerald on the 104th floor of the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Tragically, Rob did not return home, nor did 2,605 other victims of the attacks on the Twin Towers. But their memory lives on today in a special way. With his family, friends, and classmates on hand, we honor Rob with the formation of the McCarthy Memorial Scholarship to provide financial assistance to an incoming Green Knight student. It is our privilege to honor Rob's memory and invite his family to midfield with the SJR captains Jack Strahowski, Peter Shue, Jalen Wade, Kevin Laughlin, and honorary captain Brandon Wu. Please join us in welcoming Rob's widow Annie, son Shane, Bob Giganti, their sons Braden and Nolan, Rob's father Bob, brother Patrick and his family, and Rob's sister Mary Jean and her son, who lost their husband and father on 9/11 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the family of Rob McCarthy of the SJR class of 1986.
That was a very touching moment for the McCarthy family. There's a scholarship, not a scholarship, but there's a fund being set up in his name for any student who has a financial difficulty coming here. The money will be put to that individuals, so they can be able to come to St. Joe's High School here in Montvale, New Jersey. They're going to be selling shirts during the game and at the high school to start the ball rolling to collect some of the money. We're going to talk about Amy Nightingale, who we met earlier. She's going to be in charge of the shirt distribution and sales, and they worked very hard. They were there. She was there early this morning with her husband Rob, who's the principal burgermeister here at the school. So what a wonderful commemoration and remembrance, if you will. That's the word I'm looking for, remembrance of 9/11 that St. Joe's did here prior to the game.
You know, Larry, it's really unbelievable. 20 years have gone since that date. We can talk about some of those situations if we have time, but...
So, well, they flipping a coin. St. Joe's won. They deferred. They will kick off to the Spartans. Number 24 is back, Jaden Johnson, and we'll try to get the other number here. We're looking.
Number 1.
Marco Ruiz will kick.
Yeah, I got number 1 back there, Larry.
Up in the air, coming down, and taken. And he's on his feet, and he is taken down hard. So.
And we got the first penalty of the
The
day.
first penalty. How you like that? So Johnson comes up. When he stopped and went back, people stopped blocking. They turned their back, and that's how you get a hit in the back. So there's a penalty. Gives us a chance to talk about the Spartans, coached by our old friend, longtime friend, Nick Campanelli. He was a coordinator up at DePaul for about 4 years with Jack McKenna, and now he's the head coach. Quarterback is A.J. Rodriguez. Anthony Almeida was one of the running backs, and Tyler Braun is the other one. We'll see if it comes out that way. This is what they tell us is going to start. I'm very interested in looking at number 13, Des Jones. He's a freshman, John. So he must be pretty good to start as a freshman here.
Unbelievable.
So DePaul backed up on their 11-yard line.
A.J. Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is quarterbacking. Handoff to Brown, and Brown picks up maybe 2 yards.
So look, Larry, a little bit more. Look at this, 5 yards.
Oh.
He must have fallen a couple of times.
When he was falling, he probably took 2 hops forward.
That's not bad.
Second and 4 for DePaul.
Well,
So 2nd and 4. Ferguson comes out to the left. He's in the slot. Rodriguez calling signals. Hit the Brown. Oh, hands off to number 5, it looked like. Price? Yeah.
number 6.
That's Almeida. Anthony Almeida. I asked my daughter, how do you pronounce that? She teaches Spanish. Almeida.
Yeah,
She wanted to say Almeida, but she said Almeida.
that's probably the Americanized way of saying it. And she's right with the Spanish. They would pronounce the I and the E. But we'll go American. So you got Jones closer to us, number 13.
Rodriguez, man in motion. Keeps the ball. And he is stopped. He got to the line of scrimmage and he was belted. Wow. He went nowhere.
Rodriguez on the keeper. Anastasi on the tackle for a loss.
So Rodriguez is dropped for a loss. Bring up a 4th and 2, and Paramus 3 and out.
On 1 for DePaul.
I mean, I'm saying from DePaul 3 and out.
So just like that, a big play, and St. Joe's should get pretty good,
Oh, they'll get some great field position.
great field position.
Ooh, that ball was tipped.
Block.
That ball was tipped. Gets a nice roll, but still St. Joe's going to have the ball in DePaul territory on the 47-yard line.
Ball is partially blocked.
Luke Henrich will be the quarterback.
First and 10, St.
Luke
Joe.
Tucci, number 34, will be a running back, and a sophomore. We saw him 2 weeks ago when St. Joe's played down at Overpeck Park. Yasin Willis. He is really, really a good-looking running back.
Tremendous
Number
athlete.
2. Let's see who they start. This is who they told us. There's who you start.
Well, we'll have to see.
Henry wants to throw. He's throwing for all the money. He's got his man. Oh, he just overthrows Wimberly. Boy,
Unbelievable.
Wimberly had 3 steps on the defender.
Second and 10 for St. Joe's.
A little bit more speed. That was a touchdown for the receiver.
Yeah.
Look good. Nice spiral. And you can hear the kicking up top.
Oh, they had it. They had the first
Oh,
play.
Great opportunity.
Cunningham goes out to the left. Tucci has the ball. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and he is dropped. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Luke Tucci on the carry.
Looks like number 1.
Dropped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Green Knights.
So Tucci's dropped. Third down, 10 yards to go. You know, you get 8, 9 yards here. It's 4 down territory.
Oh, without a doubt.
Trips to the right. Heinrich's calling signals. Get some. No good. And there's no interference. Nice play down there by
Looks
Trey
like-
Watkins.
Beautiful defense. Got that hand in there.
Intended for Donovan
That was
Floyd.
perfectly thrown.
Make it 4th and 10.
John, we were told, talking to different people, that DePaul is really has some athletic players, and we saw that with Watkins with that defense he just made of that play.
They have plenty of speed and plenty of athleticism.
He played that perfectly. Snap comes back. Nice kick. End over. Ball's going to go out of bounds. I think it's a 2-yard line.
Look at that. You're right. That's of a part.
At the 2-yard line. First and 10 DePaul Catholic.
That young man could go in the pros with a kick like that. Woo! To put it to the 2-yard line.
Sometimes that ball hits and it rolls all the way, to the parking lot. That ball made a left-hand turn and went out.
If you and I did, it would go the other way. We would get minus yardage.
And we want to mention that one of the honorary captains was Brandon Wu. We had a wonderful interview prior to the game. We're going to see it at halftime. Marian Panaccio, please stay tuned and watch that interview. It's really riveting what she had to say. I'm not going to give it away, but please watch it. I think riveting would be the word, right?
Riveting's a very nice word,
I like
Larry.
that. I just made that up.
Excellent word. I'm a little bit blocked at this point. They're having a little dance in there on that tackle.
Let me just add something. That's Wu's grandma, Marion. So
Ball carried by Tyler
watched
Brown.
watch Brandon Wu's grandmother at halftime, and it'll be
Yard on the play.
you'll enjoy the interview. Yeah, I think it sums up everything what 9/11 means. Oh, he got away! Ooh,
By the yard gain.
Anthony Almeida. on the
Almeida
carry.
with that run. Well, you know, John, he was a half a step of really getting into Joe's territory.
As we say, into the races. Would have been gone.
And he is a junior, 185-pounder.
5'10".
Yep. So we're still looking for the first down in the game.
Well, he got third and less than 2.
Yep. This is Brown, I think. Yep. That's Brown. You know, Brown and Almeida are good runners. They hard-nosed runners.
Tyler Brown on the carry for a first down. Trey Watkins and Jack Schmahowski on the stop.
You know, John, maybe it's me. Tell me if I'm wrong. You could say it on here. But we've watched DePaul over the years, maybe not as close as we would like to. We've seen that this team has a different kind of step today than they had in the past. They just seem to be much more athletic and sure of themselves.
Without a doubt. I mean, the speed that they have, it could be the coaching staff, you know, that gets the right players.
Brown for a couple yards. They got some big linemen up front. I mean, you look at them, they go 250, 260, and they want to pound the ball inside.
On the carry, James Fashoni on the stop.
Tyler Brown, nice
Gain of
run.
about 3, second and
3
7
yards.
Alvaronga, Shane is 6'2", 260. He's one of the tackles. Haramis Daniel is 250. They go 250, 260, 270. They're big, and they're athletic too.
And plenty of speed.
Yeah.
That's a good combination, speed and weight.
Rodriguez wants, looks, lobs one downfield,
Could go.
has his man, and he stays on his feet. We get the number.
They're trying to pick up.
That was Desi Jones, the freshman, John.
Complete to Jones.
A freshman, 5'11", 185.
Very quickly to come up to the line of scrimmage.
It was one step for a
Rodriguez
touchdown.
looks, wants to run. They were holding his ankle. He wasn't going anywhere. 3 or 4 plays around St. Joe's. He looked downfield. I think he wanted to throw, like he looked for his
Rodriguez
first
on the keeper.
first
Charlie
man.
Blessing with the stop.
Yeah,
No gain on the play. It'll be second and 10 for DePaul Catholic.
Second down, 10 yards to go for the Spartans from Wayne, New Jersey.
what a beautiful campus.
Nice campus, nice school, nice area. We were talking with Nick Campanelli prior to the game. He just said he just loves it up there.
And I spoke to the former coach, McKenna. He loves being athletic director.
DePaul Catholic. That's their first timeout of the first half.
Well, we're back after the timeout by DePaul. Second down, 10 yards to go. Rodriguez calling signals. And now we have mass movement to the left. Bobbled the ball just a little bit, Mahoney. That was Ferguson, Marshawn Ferguson. Just bobbled the ball for a second. That second, it's all you need. St. Joe defense is 1 second.
Still picked up a couple of yards, but
AJ Fashone.
Fashone with the tackle.
3 yards to the ball. Third and
Ferguson looks like he's got plenty of speed. A senior, 5'11", 175. A lot of the athletes around that weight, under 200. A lot of speed for DePaul.
There's a blitz from the outside. It was picked up, and catching that is Jones again. John, now you know why this young man is playing on a varsity.
Well, you know what? You're right.
completed to
You're looking at
Jones.
4th
Drop
and
by
3. What do you do here, Larry?
Throw the ball to him again.
I agree. Well, we're going to go 4th and 3.
Well, you got Brown, you got Almeida, you got a couple of really strong plays. This is a real long 2. I'm going to call a 4th and 3.
4th and 3 is perfect.
You like that?
I like it.
Okay. Ferguson's way out to the right. Jones is out to the left. One single coverage on the left here, John.
Inside.
Oh, the inside
First down
handle,
and
very
more.
good to Brown. And Brown with that inside pick. And that's a forward pass.
Absolutely. You can throw it underhand. It's still forward.
He could throw it with his feet forward. It's forward.
That's complete. Tyler Brown for the DePaul Catholic first down. Ball is spotted on the St. Joe's 28-yard line.
So 1st and 10 as the Spartans pick up a very crucial first down on that 4th and 3 as we're at the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Very quick. First quarter always goes quick.
It does.
Alameda again, right up the middle. And he's pushed back after a pickup. The referee looks like he's going to give him 4 or 5 yards, John, if they... Well, my
You can
eyesight
see
is
it.
not bad.
Let's see. I see the one lineman.
Anthony Almeida. Down by
Alameda.
St. Joe's defender.
Good 5 yards.
Ball spotted at the
Let's see him.
23-yard line.
Well, they haven't moved the marker over. It's
I
still
know,
six,
it's 20
and we're waiting.
It's 20,
It's a 6-yard
23-yard
gain.
line.
So I'm going to call it 2nd and 4.
I think they're taking a break over there, the line people with the chain.
Alameda off the right side, falls a little forward. He might have picked up a yard or two.
They never moved.
Almeida on the carry.
I guess somebody must have taken a break.
So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 4.
No
Long
gain on the
4.
play. It'll be 3rd and 4 for DePaul.
Right around the 24-yard line. Got to go to about the, well, give it 18 and a half.
Timeout DePaul Catholic.
19
That's
yards.
their second timeout of the first half.
DePaul called their second timeout. Well, timeout is off, and we have 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. There's a blitz from the outside, and Rodriguez is going to get hit and dropped. The ball was a little low, but I don't think that would have made any difference.
By Trey Watkins. And
Number 74 and a stop.
So
St.
4th
2
down.
yards on the play. Then marches at the 25-yard line where it will be 4th and 6.
Charles Blessing. Larry, it's a little blessing as he makes the stop, a big stop. Do you kick a field goal?
Nah, I think they're going for it. 4th down, 6. I thought you were going to ask me, is the Campanelli going to go on 4th down?
Well, if Mike was here, they would. The father.
Rodriguez calling signals. Going to have to pass for it now. He's throwing for it all. And off the fingertips of Finelli.
Rodriguez pass is overthrown.
Just
St.
off the
takes
tip.
over on their own
And
25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the
DePaul turns it over on downs. And St. Joe's will take over. And they'll put the ball down at the 25-yard line. Boy, the field really looks nice. St. Joe's had to put a brand new field in. And boy, does it look good, huh, John?
Oh, unbelievable. It looks fantastic. The color, nice colors. And we walked on it. It felt nice walking on that turf.
Boy, Willis got the ball and he was dropped and we have a penalty. Let's see what the
Sid
penalty.
Willis on the carry, dropped immediately by DePaul.
Let's see what they want to do. It'll be 2nd down and 10 or
Flag on
1st
the
down
play.
and 15. What do you want, John?
I take the penalty here.
Holding penalty success against St. Joe's.
Push him back.
Yeah, push him to the 10-yard line.
Gives yourself some room.
14-yard line.
14-yard line.
1st and
Yeah.
21 for the Green Knights.
Now, if you have a turnover, you're knocking on that door.
2 minutes to go in the quarter. St. Joe's, 1st and 15. Hand off to Willis. He's around the left side and knocked down nicely. Wow, what the number? I think that was, and that
Willis
was
on the carry.
5, number 5, yes.
Okay. Is that
Gain of a
Price?
yard.
Price with the
2nd
block,
and 20
with
for
the
St.
tackle.
Joe's.
They wouldn't let him get outside because if you let him get outside, you let him turn that corner,
You went to the races. It would have been a touchdown.
you're off to the races and you're trailing. 2nd down. We call it 15.
And Price did a nice job. on
Hendrick
that.
is looking. He has time. Now he runs out of the pocket. He's running to his side. And he gets wound out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, thereabouts. So let's see where they spot him out.
Heinrich on the carry. Gain of about 4. To
So-
St. Joe's 19-yard line.
So St. Joe's got to get to the 35-yard line for a 1st down. They're on the 19.
Yeah, Heinrich's got nice move, good speed, but he was waiting to turn the speed on at that time.
Nicky Campanelli takes out some of his players and changes.
Yeah.
Hendrick looks now, throws downfield, has his man, and it's going to be short of a 1st down.
That's number
Pass it
number
to
4.
Wimberly.
Complete to number 4, James Wimberly.
Jane Wimberly.
Gain to the 27-yard line. Where they
So that's a
scored
change in
15
number,
for St.
by the
Joe's.
way, Larry. Wimberly's now 4.
We have 42 seconds.
Jack Schmihowski back to punt. Marshawn Ferguson.
The snapper is Nightingale, number 50. And we talked about his mom, his Trey Nightingale. His mom is going to be helping sell the shirts for the. And he's knocked out of bounds. I don't know what happened there. If that was a fake punt,
That was the freshman.
that was.
Des Jones.
I don't know.
DePaul Catholic takes over 1st and 10.
Larry, you were just talking about the freshman.
Whoa.
Des Jones made a play to the game, knocking.
I don't think that was a fake punt. I think something just broke down. You wouldn't do if that's your Mike Campanelli, you wouldn't do a fake punt that deep, would you?
No, I wouldn't. In that case, I'd be
Well,
punting.
whatever happened,
It had to happen. And Des
DePaul
Jones
will take
the
over
freshman.
with 19 seconds to go in the quarter.
How about this freshman, Des Jones, making key plays so far in this game?
And he's going to run out of bounds. He's going to run out of room.
Got about 4 yards.
Yeah. Brown ran out of room. If there was another 10 yards, he might have been able to turn that. I mean, he ran from one side of the field to the other. We have 11 seconds to go in the quarter. And you know what, John? He picked up 5 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
I've always wondered if they would ever widen the field because they're so fast now, these players. And this field has been like that since the inception of football.
Like rugby now is bigger.
Yeah, you should make it. Well, I'm going to cause a problem. Just make it 5 yards wider. I didn't say that. John did. Up the middle. Whoa, and he's in. I think he's in. Let's see. What's the call?
It's the
Touchdown.
freshman. I think it's the freshman, by the way.
Carried by number 22, Tyler
Brown. That's
for
Brown.
DePaul
They
Catholic.
told us to
Brown.
watch Brown. A senior, Tyler Brown. He ran right up to John. You're noticing in the beginning of the game that DePaul is testing the inside of the defense of St. Joe's, and for the most part, they've been somewhat
Tyler
successful.
Brown to attempt the extra point.
So Brown scored the touchdown. Now he's going to try the extra point. And it's good.
Kick is good.
So with 2.7 seconds to go,
That makes the score
DePaul leads St. Joe's 7-0. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington. All right, here we go.
A little squibbler.
Well, it's going to take 2 seconds. Not even take 2 seconds. So St. Joe's will have, St. Joe's will have one play in the quarter, and we'll go to the second quarter. We here at WCTV truly thank the Pendergast family for sending up some food and some water and some drink. And for those who remember, Mr. Pendergast's daughter, we called her the cowgirl because she was running up and down when she was 2 years old. Today, that young lady is a college student in Oklahoma City University, I think in dance. Into the middle and nothing. John, nothing. This offense and defensive line of DePaul is really good. And with that, the first quarter comes to an end with DePaul leading St. Joe 7-0 here at the Robert Dinallo Stadium, the Tony Carthage Athletic Field. Did you know, John? Did you know that all WCTV programs and our digital bulletin board are simulcast on the free local BTV app? This is new even to me. Watch for free anywhere in the New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut metropolitan area on your smartphone and laptop, or you can stream it into your television. Make a nice big picture of John and me. Get us in your TV. Scare the heck out of you. Sign up for free streaming on Roku, Fire Stick, Apple, Android, for many local TV stations. To view WCTV, select Community at the bottom of the page. Programs can also be recorded. Go to the Apple Store or localbtv.com. That's where you get it. You can also download the link directly from our website at www.wctv.us. We are all over. Most people love us. That's what they tell us. Here's Tucci. Gets around the end, and he's run out of bounds just in front of us about the 37-yard line.
Eric's pass complete to Luke Tucci.
Also, in addition to that, let me put my 2 cents in. If you want to watch us on the internet, all you have to do, this is the way Larry the Fury works, simplicity in life. Go to youtube.com, where it says search for WCTV NJ. Remember NJ, because we're in New Jersey. and you'll find our games and show all our shows right there. Trips to the right, empty backfield. Hyman wants to throw outside. And he is inundated. Boy, were they ready for that play. John, you talk about being coached. Whoa.
That was on number 3 on defense. Did a spectacular job, but it looks like they knew the play. That was Chris Cashier.
I think they saw what was coming, DePaul, and they just stopped it cold.
A lot of speed for the DePaul team.
So fourth down, I beg your pardon.
fourth
I
down.
missed one. I forgot we had one in the first quarter, which counts.
That's correct.
Nice snapback, nice high kick, not very long. It's going to bounce at the 50-yard line, and did it roll forward? Yes, it did.
Mahowski's kick goes out of bounds.
So DePaul will take over. 1st and 10. They lead 7-0 against St. Joe's. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington, Bergen County. Because I remember we said WCTV and J. That could be all of New Jersey. We're Bergen County. Because Washington, how many Washington Townships we have?
There's
About
3,
4.
I think. 3, at least
We
3.
got a Washington Township, but we're in Bergen County. For people watching elsewhere, it's the northern part of New Jersey. The one that got 12 inches of rain. Rodriguez,
Wide open.
right down, the seam, Alameda. And he is outside the 30 to the 31-yard line. John, that's the proverbial seam route.
Unbelievable. He had speed and a great throw. Excellent blocking. Result in about a 20-yard gain.
A quick count. Rodriguez, hand off to the aforementioned Alameda, and he falls forward for 2 or 3 yards. DePaul picked up the tempo there a little bit.
A quick.
Almeida on the
He's
carry.
a junior, the young
Gustafsson
man.
on the tackle.
5'10",
Gain
185.
2. 2nd and 8 for DePaul.
Anthony Alameda. They always say speed kills.
Rodriguez calling signals. Alameda's set. They got a nice play to Brown, but that's all going to come back as Brown gets across the 15-yard line as a penalty fell right in the middle.
Yeah, a little holding.
When you see a penalty in the middle of the pack like that, that was a nice screen pass.
Excellent throw. Nice little soft toss. Let's watch the man with the white. Yeah, there's your hold.
Holding penalty assessed against DePaul Catholic.
Well, if they didn't hold him, he might have been sacked, but they were coming in on him, St. Joe's.
For sure.
All right, so that backs it up to a 2nd down
Ball spotted on
and
the
15.
39-yard line of
Ball's
St.
on the
Joe's.
39-yard line of Paramus. I don't know why we keep calling Paramus Catholic. I got Jimmy Montvale on the brain. DePaul. We saw Jimmy this morning with the great Brian Carr.
They see more games than a lot of people on a weekly
They
basis.
see more games in a month than we'll see in 2 years.
We'd be divorced.
We'll see the judges.
My
Alimony
wife would
court.
kick me right out. Look at that.
Oh, he had his man open. He had
13.
Jones open. He had Jones in the middle open.
Rodriguez pass is overthrown, intended for Jones.
Des Jones is doing unbelievable freshman. Your name is being called over and over again. Number 3 for DePaul.
When you see a program like DePaul, St. Joe's, and you see a freshman playing, it has to be special. It has to be special.
Without a doubt.
So it's 3rd down now.
But you're right. And he's getting the ball and getting all these nice places. Look at this.
3rd down now.
Along about 18.
Yep. Well, he had him on the last play. You don't get too many shots like that on the series.
A lot of room.
Intended for Jones again. And it was broken up.
Rodriguez does a nice job back there. Just sort of
Rodriguez pass is overthrown.
a little bit overthrown,
It'll be
but
4th down for
good throw.
Heinrich was back there defending. DePaul will kick.
I feel.
Yeah. Blake Thomas will do the kicking.
This is where you want to put it on the 2-yard line, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Inside the 10.
Inside the 10.
Boop.
If I get a wish, I want it on the 2-yard line.
Jaden Wimberly to return for St. Joe's.
9 minutes and 31 seconds to go. Line drive kick, that's too low.
On the
Kick
7-yard
in.
line.
This is one, and they've got him.
And he's got a helmet on it. And that's number
Jaden
4.
Wimberly on
Yeah, that was a
return for
Wimberly.
St. Joe's.
He's an out. He
47
looks
yard
like he's a
line,
good
first and 10
player,
Green
John. He
Knights.
looks like he's a, an athlete. The way he runs and conducts himself. He's
without a doubt.
He's a senior. So 1st and 10 now for St. Joe's as they take over. The ball is on the 27-yard line, and we have a little stoppage of play here. Let's see what's going on.
Somebody,
Illegal substitution.
well, 29 is leaving. Let's
Oh, he
see.
had a equipment problem.
All right.
I saw the referee went to his head like if something's there. I'll keep an eye on him.
And Jaden Wimberly, he had number 6, but they changed it to 4. And he got faster when he got number 4.
Handoff to Massey. And Massey going nowhere.
Kenyon Massey on the carry. Gain of about a yard. 2nd and 9 for St. Joe's.
2nd down, 9 yards for the.
A sophomore,
Green
Larry, getting playing time on a program like St. Joe's is great.
You got a sophomore like Massey. You got a sophomore like Willis.
Then you got the freshman for DePaul, Des Jones, who's had several key plays already.
2nd and 8. We're going to go the other way.
A lot of room.
Willis is trying to get around the end. He's got some room here, and he's dropping. He picked up enough for the 1st down and was able to turn the corner.
Number
Willis on the
7
carry for St.
made the
Joe's.
stop. Edward Corneran.
Once a player like him gets to the edge, it's only good. Only good things are going to happen.
And that was a stop. Could have gone the distance.
Cunningham is out to the left. Wing. Hand off to Willis. Nothing. I tell you, John, that's inside defense. The tackles of DePaul are just, they're holding up very well so far.
Well, you have number 5 there. He's a senior. Price.
Weiss, Vidal, Earl. Those are the linemen on the 3-4. Kiefer, Pierce, Chasea, and Howard. That's the front 7. They are doing very well. They're holding up.
And St. Joe's always has good linemen.
So Joe's had some success getting to the edge.
Plenty of speed.
Heinrich wants, looks, throws, has his man. Wimberly, again, good looking wide receiver.
Pass complete to
A
Jaden
senior.
Wimberly.
Runs a nice pattern. Great hands.
Good for a 1st down for the Green Knights. Ball's on the 47-yard line.
1st down.
And this is what St. Joe's had to do here. He had to get a couple of 1st down, keep the ball.
You got to see what the other team is giving you, and then John, the game is adjustments. You have to adjust. 7:25 to go in the half. I formation.
They're coming.
Heinrich is back. Heinrich looks. He throws downfield. Ball. Again, just bounced it up there. Intended for Cunningham.
Had a couple of steps on that defensive player.
Number 13, Donovan McCoy.
And that was McCoy.
Clock is stopped with 7:14. Nice crowd. Crowd came a little late arriving, but it's a nice crowd today.
Quiet crowd. I think everybody's waiting for the fireworks. And I don't mean fireworks. I mean
Fireworks. Handle inside to Willis. And he picked up maybe 2 yards. Closed up very quickly.
It looked good initially, and then it just closed up.
Willis on the carry. Gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 49-yard line for St. Joe's.
So we got a 3rd and 6. Make it 3rd and 7. Let's be fair.
Yeah, that's
3rd and 7.
good 7 yards to go.
Hendricks back. He looks, breaks down, gets away from one, and goes out. Oh, let's see. He threw the ball up in the air. It was intercepted, but I tell you, they were going to be out of bounds.
Let's wait for the guy in the white hat.
Hendricks is forced out of bounds at about the 41-yard line.
So he goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That's a loss of 5-7 yards. So DePaul holds again with this defense.
And if that receiver was able to stay in bounds, that would have been put the ball on the 40-yard line. Going in.
Yeah, Marshawn Ferguson is back.
Spahowski to do the punting for St. Joe's.
Long count. Nice snap back. Nice end over end kick. It's going to bounce. And it goes backwards. And DePaul will have it about the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. They lead 7-0 over St. Joe's with 6:23 to go.
Hurricane Ida cannot see the scoreboard or the clock.
We have a problem here.
Yes.
We're in limited space. Hurricane Ida. Ida's our camera person. She calls herself Hurricane Ida now. Cannot see the scoreboard or clock, so yours truly will try to do her job and give you the time, the score, the down.
Time out.
What?
You can't do a hurt.
Well, she can't see it. How's she do with that? What is she, a mind reader?
Drop that hurricane. Say, lovable Ida.
Oh, Ida. Another good play. The ball was just thrown him back at the receiver, Marshawn Ferguson. That was a very well-designed play. You know, they're dialing up the plays. DePaul just hasn't hit it right. You know, we talk about Hurricane Ida, but Hurricane Larry was much more dangerous than you, Ida. The only saving grace is I had the good deed to go into the Atlantic Ocean and disappear. If we would have come about 400 miles, which is nothing, 300 miles to the west, we wouldn't be here today. We'd be floating down Washington Avenue in Washington Township. Rodriguez is back, throws, has his receiver for a short gain.
Looks like 24. You stop.
Rodriguez pass is complete to Jones.
Jones again.
Eridi.
James Frischone.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 5. Yeah, that Hurricane Larry. At one point it was a 4. A 4 is like 140 miles. I would have done a lot of damage. They would have forgotten your name right away. I'd have been run out of town. 3rd and 4. Rodriguez. He's not going to go anywhere here. St. Joe's will not. St. Joe's defense over the years are very, very quick, and they run to the ball very, very well. 4th down.
And Laguerre, Jimmy Mullen, 42.
No gain on the play. That makes it 4th and 4 for DePaul Catholic.
5 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the half. Close game, 7-0. We thought it would be a close game.
Tom Blake.
Well, you know, initially when the first touchdown was scored, I figured this was going to be an offensive game. But you know what? 2 offensive teams are playing defense.
DePaul scored off a broken play on a punt. They had great field position. Almost blocked again. Fumble!
Oh, the fumble.
Let's see who got it. And it looks like DePaul's got it.
Yep, on a 41.
I think it was fumbled by
7.
Recovered by DePaul.
Number 7, I believe.
Martins take over 1st and 10 on the
Edward
41-yard line.
Connoran gets the recovery. Number 7.
So now DePaul has, again, a mistake by St. Joe's. Let's see if DePaul can capitalize it. In the first quarter, I want to say a botched punt. We don't know if it was a called punt or a botched. DePaul had great field position, and they took it in for a touchdown. Alameda hits the line, nothing. He may have lost a half a yard.
Yeah, the middle was blocked up.
Almeida on the carry.
We're inside.
Away by Charlie Blessing.
We're inside the 5-minute mark
Loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 11.
of the half.
for
7-0. DePaul leads.
See, in there you have number 74, Blessing. It's an appropriate name. He's looking up. He says, I want to do a little blessing myself to the defense.
Rodriguez standing back there, very calm. Now he takes off, and he gets close to the first down. I think he's got it.
I got it. I got it by
Rodriguez
half a
on the
yard.
carry, pushed out of bounds
I think
by
you're right,
DJ
John.
Frischone.
So Rodriguez runs it for a first, I think for a
It is.
first.
They're
Gain is
moving the
good for a
chain.
First down.
to the 31-yard line of the Green Knights.
Clock stops at 4:19 to go. The ball is on the 31-yard line of St. Joe's. Ferguson comes out here to the right. Jones is out to the, he comes out to the right. Now we got Jones to the right. Alameda into the line and gets across the 30.
Couple of yards.
It looks like St. Joe's is tightening up that defense inside.
That's where they're very strong.
Alameda
The big guys inside.
is stopped by Pierce Kelly and Ricky Anastasi.
4 minutes to
Gain
go
of
in the
about a yard
half.
on the play to the
4
30-yard
minutes
line,
to
second and
go in the
9
half.
for
7-0. DePaul, if you just joined us, it's a close game. DePaul got a, I don't want to say a turnover. We got a ball deep in the St. Joe's territory when the would-be punt was dropped for a loss. And they got the ball on, the 20-yard line, and they went in. Brown brought it in for a touchdown. 2nd and 9, and we have a timeout on the field, and it's a
Timeout DePaul Catholic.
And you know who got the extra
Final
point?
timeout of the first
Brown
half.
also. So
Brown.
he scored the touchdown, then he kicked the extra point.
And that will be DePaul's last timeout of the half, as that's their 3rd timeout. And when we come back with 3 minutes and 31 seconds to go, DePaul will be leading St. Joe 7-0. They'll have a 2nd and 9.
Enhance the experience of our current and future Green Knights. Visit sjrnj.org to learn more or to make a gift today.
Ferguson overthrows him, and he had his man beat.
Rodriguez's pass is overthrown.
I'll tell you what, John, these offensive
Third and
coaches
9
here
on the
are
30-yard
calling
line.
some nice plays. It's just not hitting. If they would hit a couple of plays, they could have got another touchdown or two. That was open. St. Joe's had Wembley open by 5 yards and
You
overthrew
have
him.
2 offensive gurus on this field. Stern for St. Joe's, and then you got the head coach.
Both teams have had opportunities. 3rd down. 3:24 to go in the half. Rodriguez is back. He wants to run now. He's taking off. He's going to the 20 inside and falls forward. Depending on the spot, I think he might have a first down.
4 yards to the good on the 17.
For a first down for
And he
DePaul
stops
Catholic.
the clock.
So-
Running out of bounds.
First out of
So
bounds,
Rodriguez-
17-yard line.
The senior.
That's another sophomore quarterback. Well, you know, when you see sophomore on this roster, you know they're very good for both teams.
Jones out to the right. Finelli out to the left. And a whistle stops the play. Motion.
Flag on the play. Procedure penalty on DePaul.
Not that many penalties in this first half. I'm very impressed by both teams.
That'll mark the ball at the 22-yard line of St. Joe's. 1st and 15 for DePaul Catholic.
So 1st and 15 now. Clock is stopped
3:14.
with 3:14 to go. Brown is to the left of Rodriguez.
Trips to the left.
And Rodriguez calling signals.
Oh,
Well, there was a fight down there. Who's got the ball? Yes, they say he got the ball. It was intercepted, stolen.
so that's
Shamowski, the captain.
The
linebacker.
pass is complete, and runs a fumble recovered by Jack Schmahowski.
They're saying it was complete and stolen by Jack Shamowski.
1st and 10 for St.
Either
Joe's
way,
on their own
it was a
29-yard
great
line.
play by Shamowski, and St. Joe stops the ball. And I guess it's whatever it was, you could hear the coaches up here when the ball was thrown yelling, uh-oh, uh-oh.
yes.
Here comes Willis. And he's dropped under 30 for maybe a yard.
Justin Willis on the carry.
So Willis is dropped for, let's see what the spot's going to be. I'm looking at the marker there, and sometimes it doesn't move.
Very short.
Play. 2nd and 8 for St. Joe's.
About 2 yards.
Give him 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Inside 3 minutes. Inside 3 minutes to go.
What a key play. What a big play for St. Joe's.
Cunningham is way out to the left. Slot. Motion. The ball was knocked away.
By number 17.
Yeah, he knocked the ball. He got a low. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and Lopez knocked it away. That was a tip at the line.
Jeff Lopez made a nice play. Nice defense. Number 7.
But, you know, John, that ball was tipped. you caused problems.
Oh, anytime a tip. It opens up the opportunity. 2:26 to go in the first half. The clock is running.
3rd down, 7 yards to go. And he gets it from behind. He's sacked. Heinrichs is sacked from behind.
At 44.
Heinrich is sacked by Lucas Young of DePaul.
I tell you, John,
Lost back to the 20.
the Price kid, the lineman, he really is something to watch.
That'll make it
Pierre
3rd and
Price,
16 for
a
St.
senior,
Joe's.
6'3", 255. You
What
keep an eye
speed?
on him, John.
Jack Mahowski,
Remember his name,
punt
Pierre
for St.
Price.
Joe's.
Wow. He kept coming and coming and coming and coming.
Well, the defense is really stepping up for both teams.
Well, you know here, John, DePaul cannot call timeout. They use all their 3 timeouts. So St. Joe's will take it all the way down, and they might call timeout just so they don't get a 5-yard penalty.
Well, it looks like
Yeah,
St.
that's gonna
Joe's
do.
is going to punt.
That's what Coach Morangi is going to do. Danny Morangi, the coach at St. Joe's. Both these coaches are, we would say they are friends. We know them so long. Danny Morangi of St. Joe's, Nick Campanelli of DePaul. So Danny Morangi ran the clock all the way down as far as he could to 1 minute and 24 seconds. DePaul will get the ball back with about, depending if the ball bounces around, but if they make a clean catch of it, you're looking at getting the ball back at about 1 minute and 18 seconds, thereabouts.
But when you're looking at this game, it looks like we'll have a 7-0, 7-0 at the end of the first half. What do you think?
Unless something crazy happens. So we're getting ready to kick. See who's dropping back. I think Cunningham is dropping back. There's your snap. Nice kick. It's not long. It bounces. Like I said, if you make the ball bounce, it'll take a lot of time off the clock.
Something just came flying right past our window.
Mahowski's kick comes to rest at the
Shabowski's kick
39-yard line.
gets to the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 Spartans.
Now let's see what Nick Campanelli and the offensive staff does here. Will they just run the ball and get out of here with a 7-0 lead, or will they try to open it up?
1 minute and 11 seconds.
That's a lot. You have no timeouts now, John.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that,
you know what? If I would try one play just to see if you can get
well,
15,
St. Joe's
20
has 2
yards,
timeouts. If you don't make it, they can force you to kick.
and they would get the opportunity.
Get the
at good
opportunity back. So
position.
let's see. I think Alameda would be a nice choice here to run it or Brown. That's my. Oh, there's Alameda, my first choice. And he gets across the
I think
40.
he's going past, what, 42, 40?
Clock is running. We're under a minute, 58 seconds. I think both teams are
happy
satisfied to go in with a 7-0 score. St. Joe's will have to go in and make a few adjustments. DePaul will go in and make their adjustments. We'll make our adjustments. Means we'll be back here, though. Alameda's dropped. Let's see if they call a timeout. Nope.
Now, right now, 34 and counting.
That-
Almeida was tripped up by Jimmy Mullen.
That should do it for the half.
Lost on the play back to the 41-yard line.
It's what you
3rd and
expected.
8 for DePaul.
A quick score, and then both defenses take over.
Yeah, that should do it. Very hard-hitting game. Both teams had chances to capitalize on plays, but just didn't hit it. Most of them passing plays, just missed the passes.
Well, it's the first game or the second game for these two teams.
And just to mention that WCTV, we're covering 2 games today. We're doing DePaul and St. Joe's. This evening we're doing Richfield Park and Westwood. You can watch these games. And then Monday they'll be on at 12, 3, 6, and 9. So Monday 12, 3, 6, and 9. You can watch these games on Verizon Channel 24 and on your YouTube.
On YouTube at WCTV-NY. Oh, NJ. WCTV-NJ.
As
I
Ida.
think you were back working.
Hurricane Ida says WCTV-NJ and the local DTV app.
Ida, you're not.
We'll be back with
Hurricane
more
Ida, are you?
information from
You're
Hurricane
so
Ida.
nice.
Hurricane Ida is thirsty.
Bye-bye. See you there.
I know this individual for a long time with the cowgirl, Brian Prendergast, right?
Yes, yes.
Now you have a story about 9/11/2001 that happened in New York.
Yes, I had 23 years down on Wall Street. That day I was at work. Was there when the first plane hit, the second plane hit. Experienced something that I never thought in my life I would. End up seeing 6 people fall out of the building right in front of my eyes. End up losing 9 friends. And the towers came down maybe a quarter of a mile away from me when I was outside that day, and pancaked by everything.
That was an unbelievable experience. I was out in Vancouver celebrating as my daughter worked for NBC, showed the first plane hitting, and then subsequently the second one. But how about your condition right now? How you been doing since then? A lot of people have gotten all these diseases down there. Some have died.
I have gone through the World Trade Center, LHI it's called, and they have noticed on one of my lungs there's black inside of one of them, but yeah, thank God for the good Lord, and I'm still here. But that day was brutal. The week after, I ended up going back in and retrieving equipment out of our office in the American Stock Exchange to get us down to Philadelphia so we could open up the stock market the following Monday, and we were up and running down there.
My God, unbelievable. I know I worked in the city, and I came back, and the smell, and we couldn't go down there, and we had different people that actually went down. But I was lucky enough to be away, but then I didn't know how to come back, and I was up in Vancouver, and I finally came back 7 days after 9/11 back to New York City.
No, it took me years to go back in there. I mean, I worked back in there, and it was horrific. Like you just said, the smell. I mean, whichever way the wind was blowing the first couple of months, it was brutal. I mean, it's probably the worst thing I'm ever going to experience in my life. And I just thank God I'm still here and get to see you again. And you guys, you're still moving and grooving. It's
well,
awesome.
We're trying,
and you're doing great.
We're hoping. But how you feel though, and with the condition, your medical condition?
It's being tested now. I still run. I do triathlons. I coach basketball and soccer, and I run a grammar school track team. So I try to keep busy, and I hope I'm going to be okay.
You know, your age and my age, I think I'm a little older than you are, and I hope so, right? But you know what? You have to keep walking. You have to do your thing. Do not sit back and say, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to wait for dear Lord to come and take me. We don't want that.
And it's funny you say that, because my daughter said to me last year, Dad, because I'm 23 years on Wall Street, how many times have you gone to the Statue of Liberty? Because you took the boat across every day and back every day. And I said, I've never been there. Labor Day weekend last week on Sunday, we went.
Unbelievable.
God bless America. It's, this country's kind of needs it right now more than ever.
I really appreciate the time you gave to us, and we tell your story on TV. It will be on, and you are many, and you're looking great, and congratulations.
Yeah, terrific. You look great. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, before the game, we met a very interesting lady, and your name is?
Marion Panaccio.
We knew that, and one of the things we're talking about as we observed the 9/11 festivities is that your brother was a fireman in New York City on 9/11. What's his name, and tell us about what happened there on that day.
Okay, my brother was a New York City firefighter. And he worked at Ladder 43 up in Spanish Harlem. And on 9/11, he actually was off. And they sent out that all firefighters had to report to duty regardless. So he lived in Woodside, he hopped on the train, went into the city, went to his firehouse on 103rd Street and 2nd Avenue, and he wound up going down to the World Trade Center, and his fire truck that he was on with 13 other firefighters was held back until Tower 2 fell. And then they allowed them to proceed, and he was part of the team that went in and rescued 16 people that were trapped in Stairwell B.
Does he talk much about the day, the incident, or does he keep it close to his vest?
No, he actually spoke a lot about it, and he traveled with the Stephen Siller. They have a memorial trailer that goes throughout the country, and he used to go with that. Actually, my brother has passed away at this point. He died of brain cancer that he was directly related to 9/11. And he worked the pile and the pit because he was a small man, and they would allow him to go down very, very deep under the pile to help find anything that they possibly could.
We hear so many stories of the heroism of the first responders that showed up like your brother and worked on the pit and the hole, and they were looking for their brethren that were buried underneath that debris. And now, 20 years later, we're still noticing that these brave individuals are suffering from the attack through either cancer or liver disease or lung disease. It's amazing that we're still suffering 20 years later.
Oh yes, and they will continue to suffer for many more years to come. It's just an awful situation. But the main thing is that they have medical coverage and they get the best of care. My brother was very fortunate when he developed cancer of the brain. He was accepted into Mount Sinai immediately, and they took care of everything they possibly could, and they tried to save him through surgery, etc. And unfortunately, it didn't work, and he wound up in hospice down at Mary Manning Walsh, and they took wonderful, wonderful care of him.
As a relative of someone who worked on the pit, who eventually died because of the building, he may not have died on September 11, but the building causes that.
Correct.
Deep down, what does this day mean to you?
This day means an awful lot to me because I truly believe that my brother was murdered on 9/11, and he just didn't die until 2017 because of this horrific war that was started with the bombing of 9/11, the World Trade Center. And ironically, I was telling the lady over here, my brother was in the Vietnam War and he did 2 tours of duty. And when he got out of the war, he became a steam fitter in New York City. And he helped build the World Trade Center. Now, is that ironic or what?
Sometimes these stories you can't make up.
No,
If you
I
try to
couldn't
sit
make it up, yes.
You couldn't make it up.
Yeah,
so your brother went into the Vietnam War and served his country.
Yes.
Then he came back and helped with the 9/11 rescue. And ultimately, 17 years later, he gave his life.
Yes.
Your brother is truly a hero.
Oh, yes.
He
There's
really
no
is.
doubt about that.
He is. He's a hero.
Oh, yes.
And there's so many heroes, so many stories like yourself that we don't hear because there's thousands of them. You can't get to them. But they are heroes. And boy, I tell you, we are so grateful that we have someone like you. We have your brother, even now working, that will walk into danger instead of run away.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So I want to thank you.
Yes.
Your
Thank
brother's
you.
a hero.
Yes.
Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
And this is a very special day for you. But remember, your brother's smiling because he is in heaven with the rest of the heroes.
There's no doubt about it. His
Thank
job
you.
is done here, but he's visiting today, and St. Joe's is going to win
There
because
you
of
go.
him.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you for taking time.
Thank you.
Well, halftime is just about over. Getting ready for the second half kickoff. DePaul leads St. Joe 7-0 on one run by Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown. Then Mr. Brown, after he made the touchdown, he decides to kick the extra point.
And that was basically it. It came off what was a botch punt, whether it was a fake punt or it was a block. We just didn't read it right. Whatever it was, that one situation is the reason why DePaul is leading. A short kick, and it's taken by the up man. Shimowski.
Jack Schmahowski drops on
Shimhowski.
Shimowski. Everybody's
Shimhowski.
yeah, Shimhowski.
37-yard line.
All right. First and 10 for St. Joe's. They have relatively good field position. We're just the start of things. We want to thank the Pendergrass family for sending up some food and some drink. John and I, after this game, are hopping in the limousine and running down to Westwood. We're getting WCTV limousine and do the Westwood game against Richfield Park.
Yeah, 2010
Gets
Toyota.
throws outside. He has his man quickly tackled. And that was Wimberly. Jaden Wimberly, the senior.
To Jaden Wimberly. 8 of 7 on the play.
I want to thank Mario Panaccio for a wonderful interview. You saw it now, and I think you'll agree with me that it was really riveting. John likes that word, that's why I use it.
Yes, extremely.
It's looking,
Very sharp.
and I think he throws the ball away.
Yeah, I think he was trying to throw the ball to his friend so the camera would pick up his friend's name.
Let's see, they're going to talk about that. If he's outside the tackles, he could throw it away. Inside the tackles, it's ground.
Then you got a
All the
penalty.
winners, I apologize, all the winners should go to the clothing shack to collect their prize. Please report
So
to the
third down
clothing
and
shack.
4 for St. Joe's.
Collect your prize. Thank you.
Just the start of things here in the second half. And DePaul leads 7-0. It's a close game, even closer than 7-0. One mistake by St. Joe's is the score. Heinrich is looking for a quick hitter. He's going to the outside. He's looking for the first down, and he's going to have it.
Yes,
Just barely.
by 1
Every
yard.
time you carry, ball is marked at the 48-yard line.
Nice speed that time.
That's a first down for St. Joe's.
Heinrich.
Nevin Earl was chasing him, but didn't have the speed to get out there and stop him. What'd I drop? Dropped everything. My whole audio went. First and 10 for St. Joe's. Willis into the line. Very little.
Gain of about less than a yard. I don't know if you heard one of the coaches say, hit it, hit the hole.
9 on the 49-yard line for St. Joe's.
50 on DePaul looks like he had a few hamburgers.
DePaul's linemen are kind of big. They're big. Second and 9. And we have motion by St. Joe's, I believe. Yes, they're going to call motion.
Flag on the field.
Either a shade under
Procedure
300.
penalty
And
on
athletic
St.
too.
Joe's.
He can move. You know, you see a kid 300 pounds, and if he can move, that is special.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's an offensive tackle. Remember, after a quarterback in the pros now,
All right.
after a quarterback, the left tackle is the highest paid position.
He protects the quarterback.
That's it.
The quarterback should give a lot of money to that tackle. One mistake and you're finished with football.
Heinrich throws, overthrows Wembley.
He had good room that time.
Third down and 15 to go for St. Joe's.
3rd and 14 for the Green Knights.
Crowd filing back in. I'll tell you what, St. Joe's has a great place to eat. They have great
Oh, the
food.
food is
Oh,
fantastic.
they got the Tony Carson sausage sandwiches, hamburgers, frankfurters. I gotta fix my mic. It fell.
But you got to get a little nap.
Heinrich
though
is
when
back,
you eat like that.
and he is hit and dropped again by Price. John, I told you keep a look at that kid. He is something special.
Dropped at the 37-yard line.
Quietly and Price. Make sure 6'3", 255.
Schmahowski back to kick.
Don't run away from him.
Nice wheel.
And how you block him, that's the offensive line coaches. They're smarter than me. Whoops.
Well, this is where you want to pick it up.
And the ball is rolling at the 37-yard line where, hey, I don't know what they're pushing around here, but if the Paul player hits that ball, it's live.
That's true.
Please report to the clothing shack to claim your prize. The winning numbers. Let's start with 594. They are 594-1006.
I bet you Brian Carr has it.
594-1010.
Brian Carr has it, I think.
594-09.
We better call him. We better call him.
If Brian Carr, who's in back of us, has that number, he'd be climbing over me to get out there.
But he fixed the window. You know, he was good. We needed that.
Here's a pitch out here to Cunningham. He's got some blocking
Yeah,
on the
block, he
outside.
got
He's going down the sideline,
Oh,
and
one-
he's tripped up.
By number 7, Peter Shue.
What a play.
Rodriguez passes
Ferguson.
complete to Marshawn Ferguson, tripped up by Pete Shue.
Yeah.
That was a saving tackle.
Gain to the 40-yard line of St. Joe's. 1st and 10 for DePaul.
1st and 10 for the ball. They tried that play in the first quarter, and it just didn't work. Now he hit it.
You know, they got so much speed in that backfield. You got to have a nice flip, and off to the races you go. Oh, that's it. It's open.
Oh, he dropped the ball. Alameda dropped the ball.
All coaches here.
These are the DePaul coaching staffs.
Wave coaches.
Yeah, this Stevie Baez, he played for Westwood a number of years ago. When I was younger, he's smiling now.
A lot younger.
If I'm not mistaken, he played linebacker, right? And fullback on a championship team. He's still saying yes, I still remember. He's a good ball player. Blitz on the outside. And that play broke down because of a blitz from the outside.
Pass falls incomplete. 3rd and 10.
It was a
And,
breakout.
and great defense by, looks like number 3.
Remember Watkins with the blitz on the left side. If he doesn't blitz,
Yeah. Trey Watkins then.
so 3rd and 10.
DePaul has had some opportunities.
They sure have. 3rd and 10.
A lot of
There
room,
goes
a lot of
Rodriguez.
room.
He's got a first down as he runs out of bounds.
What was he doing on the way down? He was telling number 11, give me a block, and I can score.
DePaul Catholic.
So Rodriguez runs for the first down, some 14 yards.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line of St. Joe's.
27-yard line of St. Joe's.
Ferguson had to block the defender, number 11.
Rodriguez does a nice job managing the game, running.
He's got nice wheel.
Nice wheels. Made a couple of throws. Here comes Brown, looking for some blocks. Breaks away from one and gets knocked out of bounds. Let's see where the spot's going to. That's about a 5-6 yard pickup.
Brown on the carry.
That was all him, Chuck. That was all Brown.
And Ricky Anastasi.
Nice speed, and he just waited
Gain of
and
5 on the
waited.
play. 2nd and 5.
It's a
for
long
DePaul.
play. I'd say 6. What do you think? 6 yards on that play.
I'll give him 6.
We always give an extra yard for the offensive guy.
Rodriguez. And he's dropped for a long drop.
About 20, 25 yards.
Watkins again.
Rodriguez is sacked by Trey Watkins. Lost back to the 37-yard line.
About 22 yards.
That'll make it 3rd and 19 for DePaul.
A big play for the St. Joe's defense that time to take them out of field goal range.
Sure did. So it's 3rd and tomorrow.
In the 20s.
Got to get down to the 17-yard line. It's almost 20 yards.
He's got plenty of
So move
speed.
here on the outside, and he picks up a good chunk of that.
Picked up about 15.
Jones. So he'll bring up a 4th down and about 7 or 8 yards to go.
Field goal?
Pass
No.
completed to Jones. Jalen Wade.
25, 35, about 40
Ball
some
spotted
yards.
at the 25-yard line. It's 4th and 8 for DePaul.
Rodriguez calling signals. Alameda's with next to the ball gets fumbled. Didn't matter. It was a fumble. It was a fourth down. So somehow the ball scrimmed back. Might have hit somebody's leg. But no matter what, St. Joe's will take over. Going the other way. Chew with the stop.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the quarterback was able to stop that.
We have 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. 7-0. DePaul leads St. Joe's. Dropped quickly. Let's see who this was. Number 20?
Number 20, yes.
Number 20, Matthew
Pass
Levy.
is complete to Luke Tucci.
Levy with the
Goes down
stop.
after a gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for St. Joe's. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Under calling signals. He's back. He throws a quick hitter. Right in the seam. Beautifully. And what did he up? Who's that? Number
Henderson's pass is complete.
And
Number 24,
17 made the stop.
Ruben Erdy, 24.
First down for St. Joe's.
That was a tight end looking for a seam in the middle, a soft spot. And Heinrich hit him right in the soft spot.
And Jeffrey Lopez stopped that, or else that could have gone the distance, right in the middle of that. Number 17, a saving tackle.
Handoff around the end. Tucci. And he's dropped after a pickup of 2 yards.
Luke Tucci on the carry for a gain of 2 yards.
Looks like number 29 on the stop.
So
Ball
Tucci
spotted
comes
at
for
the
3 yards.
47-yard line. 2nd and 8 for St. Joe's.
And that's near Domi on the stop. Number 29.
So second and, they give him 1 yard. Okay. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 7-0. DePaul leads. St. Joe's. We're at St. Joe's up in Montvale, New Jersey.
In a beautiful, beautiful day. A 9/11.
Empty backfield. Heinrich calling signals. Gonna run. Gets across the line of scrimmage. Just shy of, beg your pardon, just shy of the 50-yard line to the 49. Third down and about 6.
Gain to the 49-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6 for St. Joe's.
Out goes number 50. My God. He's got some weight. The big boy. 295 pounds. Right. Not bad.
Heinrich is back now. He looks. He's got plenty of time. He's trying to get out. And ball gets knocked out of bounds.
A wise move to throw the ball out of bounds.
So fourth down.
Pass incomplete. It'll be 4th and 6 for St. Joe's.
Let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to punt. Good move.
Jeffrey Lopez did a nice job on that, preventing that ball being thrown to him.
He tried to pin DePaul back. St. Joe's was pinned back, and they couldn't get a punt off, and DePaul took advantage on a very, very short field and scored a touchdown.
Oh,
Nice
a high
snap back.
snap.
Nice kick.
It's a heck of a punt.
And Cunningham will get it about the 10-yard line. So they did what they wanted to do. St. Joe's did. They put the ball back on the 10-yard line. With 4:51 to go, DePaul leads 7-0 over St. Joe's. You're watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group of the Township of Washington. Look at this over the middle. There goes. Oh, and Jones is tripped up like shoe. If that wasn't a trip, he's gone, John.
He's hurt. Oh, he lost the sneaker.
No, he's hurt. Cunningham is hurt somehow.
Mark Finelli, tripped up by Pete Shrew.
So the clock is running. First down by Jones. Got DePaul out from the shadow of their goalpost. Oh, Alameda. Somebody came flying across, broke the tackle, and dropped him for a big
Almeida
loss.
is brought down by Stephen Laguerre.
So Laguerre stops him for a loss. Where he come from, I have no
Laguerre,
idea.
you know, in French and Italian, that's war. La guerra. He came in like a shot.
Loss of 4 yards. 2nd and 16. What a defensive struggle this has been.
It has been. Two teams.
But you know what? Both teams had chances. Miss here, miss there. Rodriguez running for his life.
What a
And
catch.
somehow, I think he caught it.
He did.
He did.
Number 6,
Alameda.
Almeida.
Complete to
And a first down.
for DePaul first down. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line of DePaul.
Almeida, a junior. He's made some big plays in this game.
He's an outstanding running back, and he's a junior. He's
Junior.
going to be around again all next year, all of this year. Oh, 1st and 10. They
look at
tried,
the
they
defensive
tried that
play.
play a couple of times, and one time it worked very nicely. The halfback rolls to the outside, they throw him the ball, they try to get a block. Didn't work this time. St. Joe snuffed that one out.
That was 24, Brendan Aridi. Made the stop. I got the wrong one.
Friccione.
26-yard line, 2nd and 13.
21, Friccione.
2nd down, 13 yards to go now. Clock is running. We have under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Jaden Johnson is in the slot to the right, number 24. Rodriguez is back. Looks, throws. Incomplete. Again intended for Jones. Jones has had about half a dozen passes thrown at him. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 8 passes. They do look for the freshman.
And that time they had 2 St. Joe players on defense against him. They know he can catch the ball. Trying to break a pass in the seam of the zone.
So 3rd down now. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. 3rd down and 13 for the Spartans. They lead 7-0. Finelli out to the right. St. Joseph's almost in a cover 2, looking for the deep pass. Snap is low. Caught by Cunningham. He's on the 20. He cuts to the outside. On his feet to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, dive. They're going to say he's out of bounds.
On the 2-yard line.
And you know what, John? Good thing he was out of bounds because the ball would have been fumbled in the end zone. So Ferguson on another long 3rd and long.
First and goal for DePaul.
What a throw.
A nice throw, nice run. But that almost came up disaster because he dove for the goal line and the ball, in my eye, came out before he crossed the goal line. And if he didn't step out of bounds, that's a live ball in the end zone.
Absolutely, but what a throw by the
But
quarterback.
that's my eyesight 100 yards away, so don't take it for his word. Alameda goes into the line and nope, no gain.
Right about, they were on the 3-yard line.
Yeah, just about.
Almeida on the carry.
Clock is running. We're at 1 minute and 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Gain of 2, 2nd and goal on the 2-yard line of St. Joe's.
What a great pass that time. 2 outstanding teams.
A close game. I mean, talk about a defensive struggle.
Well, both of these teams, you know, they can play defense. They got a lot of speed on both teams.
Alameda to the goal
Very
line.
close.
Nope. He's going to be a yard short. Hey, John, if it's 4th and a half, what would you do?
4th and a half.
Almeida
I would
on
go.
the carry.
Fourth and one?
I would go. I would go here.
Go for it.
Ida, Hurricane Ida, go for it.
What?
Hurricane Ida says go for it.
I agree with it.
The ball is on the wall.
It's on the 1-yard line.
They'll snap that ball with about a minute to go
Quarterback sneak.
in the 3rd quarter. Well, we got that big line. Try
What
to
it
move
is,
him.
this is the battle.
Alameda,
Oh,
he's dropped on the half-yard line.
now you got to make a decision. Now we got 4th down, right?
Yep.
Let's see.
Almeida on the carry.
Price got hurt.
Like Pierce Kelly on the initial hit.
They're going to go for the field goal, make it a 2-score game
Yeah,
with 34 seconds to go.
First and goal on the 1-yard line for DePaul.
I agree.
Big stop by.
With 30 seconds in this quarter.
I don't know if they can get the. They may want to get
They
the.
gotta-
Let's see. They may. Can
see.
they get the play off, or will?
This is an extra point, basically.
Basically, this is what less than a.
Less. You got to go for the 3 points.
Yeah, you're right. Kick is up, and it is
It's
good.
Tyler Brown's field goal attempt is
So,
good,
a
making the score
10-yard
12,
field goal.
and St. Joe's nothing.
DePaul leads St. Joe's 10-0. Here at the campus of St. Joseph's High School in Montvale, New Jersey, with the Robert Joseph Dinallo Stadium, playing on the Tony Carson's Field. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group of the Township of Washington. Well, we're going to start the kickoff. This should be the last play of the third quarter, as we have 5 seconds to go. Up. The wind blows the ball off the tee, so we'll try it again. Beautiful day here.
Oh, what a great game.
We're going to have a good night tonight when we get down to Westwood
For St. Joe's.
as they play Richfield Park.
How do you feel right now? Pretty good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, talk to me tomorrow about 8 o'clock.
You may have to take an ibuprofen. There's going to be somebody holding the football at this point.
Yeah, it looks like that.
2 times you're allowed the third. Well, I'm wrong again.
I never liked the idea of somebody holding the ball. They're going to kick the ball in the middle short. You can tell that the way they lined up. They're inside. Nobody's way on the outside line. So the ball's going to be kicked right down the middle. Watch. Let's hope. There you go, right down the middle.
Oh, this is,
And around the ball it goes.
So you
This
pick-
will be the last play of the third quarter, hell or high water. That's Wembley. And he falls across the 35-yard line, where St. Joe's will take over first and 10. They trail DePaul 10-0 here. And St. Joe's Field. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer access group from the Township of Washington.
Okay, the shirt was designed for our remembrance of the 9/11, which we are remembering today. The night is red, white, and blue for our country, for America, and then the back is the 9/11 symbol. So these were made to be sold to the fans, to the students, to the community, and the proceeds will go to the scholarship fund for Robert McCarthy, who we will honor today, who lost his life at Cantor Fitzgerald.
So don't move. Don't get my behind in it. That's all I'm going to say, okay? And
Did you know that all WCTV programs and our digital bulletin board are simulcast on free local Beat TV app? Brian Carr was up here a little while ago and he found us. And if Brian Carr can find us on this app, the world can find us on this app. Watch for free anywhere in New Jersey, New York, and
Brian
Connecticut.
Carr's on the app now.
The metropolitan area in your smartphone and laptop or on the stream on your television. Sign up for free streaming on Roku, Fire Stick, Apple, Android, and many local TV stations. To view WCTV, select Community at the bottom of the page. Programs can be recorded for you to watch later. Go to the App Store or localbtv.com. You can also download the link directly from our website. You got our own website.
You got
WCTV.us.
that hat. He's got a little chapeau. He looks like he's going to go on the horse on the way home today.
Oh, Brian's up. I didn't know Brian was up here. I'm sorry, Brian. I didn't mean that. Tucci hits the line. 3 guys knock him back.
Look at this, another injury.
Carry. Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 for St. Joe's.
Number
So
5.
second down and 12.
Number 5 Price was.
Nice to see Price, but I got a funny feeling that he nicked his left arm somehow.
Yeah,
Arm, shoulder, elbow, something.
and he ran pretty quickly out. He wants to come back in.
Yeah, we'll see.
Quick drink of water.
There's a screen
Nice
pass.
with a lot of blocking.
And Ellis gets away from 1, gets away from 2, has enough for a first down. And gets across the 50.
Oh, they were complaining of potential on the mask. Grab, let's see.
Pass is complete to young
They're
there's-
talking about it.
And John, there's a penalty down there. I didn't see it
Face
drop.
mask.
Looks like it's a
Face.
hold against St. Joe's, and that
St. Joe's.
great,
Oh,
that great screen pass is getting pushed back.
see, I was watching on the defense. I thought it was a little bit on the mask of that receiver.
Boy, that was tough. He had 3 guys in front of him. It was set up beautifully. So second down, St. Joe's has got to get to the 47. They're on the 27. So it's about almost 20 yards. Second and 20. Henrik is back. Look, Strohs. Oh! Knocked away. Jalen Harrell. You might get the feeling that we're up here with the coaches from DePaul. You're right.
That was Harrell, number 25. They were yelling. You got to catch that.
Jalen Harrell.
It sort of bounced off his chest.
Yeah.
What a football game. You love defense, this is it. 2 teams that could be facing each other later in the year against each other.
Henrik back. Gets away from 1. Now he has a little room. Throws downfield. Incomplete. He intended it for, I don't know if that's Wembley down there.
Yep.
Henrik's pass is incomplete. It'll be 4th and 19.
I'm trying to pick up.
Tough to see.
Yeah, it was tough.
Either it was Willis, we'll call it Willis. He was in the area.
It
So
could be.
St. Joe's will punt. Cunningham is dropping back to about his 39-yard line.
Could have been 22. Wade.
Okay, give it back to them.
Yes.
The numbers are getting crunched. It's tough to see.
Oh, we're going to go to 3-1.
Make it 19 total.
Oh, that's Rosignol.
We very
He's
easy.
a freshman.
Nice kick. You can't make the ball bounce. Cunningham lets it bounce. Oh, should have let it go.
Yeah.
I'd let it go. See which way.
At least you want to see what it was going to do.
Yeah, I might have let it go.
Is that a flag? There's a flag there.
So we have 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game now.
1st and 10 DePaul.
1st and 10 for DePaul. The ball is going to be placed on the
30.
30-yard line. Ball comes up, splits way out to the left.
Ooh.
Is that me again dropping my
No.
mic? Alameda fights for a couple of yards.
57 did a nice
Almeida
job
on the
stopping
carry.
that.
Jeremy Mendez on the stop.
Hey, that Mendez stops him. If he doesn't stop him, he breaks Mendez, he's into the secondary. So instead of 2nd and 6, it could be 2nd and 1 or
Somebody's
first
got-
down.
10-15.
What?
For 10-15 to go.
10-10.
I got the clock run. All right, the clock is running, and
2nd and about 6.
2nd and 6. Rodriguez Golden plays. Cunningham's in motion. They give him the ball, and he goes nowhere
Lost 4.
as he's completely inundated.
Marshawn Ferguson on the carry. Jack Schwahowski on the stop.
Schmowski
He's
with
hurt
the,
again. Ferguson is hurt again.
Shemhowski.
we keep saying that.
Timeout.
Uh-oh, we got an injured
For
player.
an injury.
Shemowski.
How do you pronounce this name?
Schmet. Schmethowski.
Everybody,
It's Larry. It's Schmet and Howski. Schmethowski.
Howski.
we have to apologize to him,
Larry,
his mother, his
We're
father.
Italians. What do you expect? Definitely, we're going to learn how to say that. Schmet.
That's Baez, Stevie Baez.
Bias. That's Bias. He grew up. Grew up.
Leave him alone. He's got to go back on the bus with them. He'll break his chops all the way back. See?
He's so cute.
Hey, Stevie, you want to come back? I'll drive you back. You don't have to sit with them.
Do you hear what they said? 15 times a day they say about his cuteness to the other guys.
3rd and 10 for DePaul Catholic.
So Cunningham was injured. He walked off the field. Let's hope everything is fine. You never know. Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's something. That's why I use the word sometimes. There goes Alameda.
First down.
And he's got the first down to the 45-yard line. Another screen.
Almeida on a reception for DePaul Catholic 1st down.
You know what that young man has to take? Magnesium.
44-yard line.
Magnesium helps you for when you have all these pulls in your legs. 1 pill a day you take at night. Magnesium.
I don't know if he's got a pull, John.
Well, the way he was walking, he didn't want to move it, so All those muscles in there were tight.
1st and 10 now. Clock is running under 9 minutes to go in the game.
On the 44-yard line.
There goes Alameda again. It's on his feet. He's into the secondary, and he gets across the 40-yard line.
About 15
Another first
yards.
down.
15 yards.
He must have. We don't have a luxury of a statistician, but he's approaching 100 yards.
And Precions made the stop. You're right. Number 21.
The 40-yard line of St. Joe's. 1st and 10.
I love the way he goes inside and out as he's running. He waits for his blocking, picks up his block, cuts inside,
And
or outside.
what this drive is doing, it's just eating the clock. And DePaul is leading 10-0. So it's making it more and more difficult for St. Joe's to come back. Another Alameda. And somehow he falls forward for 3 yards.
Looks like
Almeida on the carry. Ricky Anastasi on the stop. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7
I had
for
43
DePaul.
Kelly.
So 2nd and 7. DePaul is going to take all their time as they hit the 8-minute mark of the game.
You got to have someone watching the clock and telling him, wait, another 4 seconds, 5 seconds.
Run your play, make positive yards, run the clock. That's what you want to do for DePaul. Stop them quickly, get the ball back. St. Joe's is going to need 2 possessions to even tie this game. And now there's a stoppage in the play. The referee says DePaul will call a timeout.
DePaul.
That's their first timeout. We got to keep them. This may be important to how many timeouts they have. So DePaul has 1. St. Joe's does not have a call a timeout. Pat who? We have 7:39 to go in the game. 2nd down and 7 yards to go. And there's a big hole, and boy, a saving tackle down there.
By 42. 42 on the stop. Then.
What a saving tackle, Alameda.
Mullen, James Mullen. Or else he would have went to the races.
3 for DePaul.
So 3rd down and 3. You're in 2-down situations here, John. So you're going to try to eat as much as you can, as they will snap this ball with 7 minutes to go in the game. DePaul leading 10-0. Alameda, he's hit. He
got a little
breaks
room.
1, breaks 2,
Close,
and
first
he's
down.
to the 30-yard line, and he has a first down as he broke 2 tackles at the line of scrimmage.
Almeida on the carry.
57 on the stop.
57, Jeremy Mendez.
Mendez on the stop. That could have gone the distance.
Carry good for a first down
57.
for DePaul. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line of St. Joe's.
And the clock is 6:30.
Tick, 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 tick. It keeps
You
ticking.
can hear it.
6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. Jones is out to the left. Single coverage. Here's where you get caught. When you start bringing people in to stop Alameda and stop, trying to get the ball back, you have one-on-one coverage on the outside.
I love the way Alameda runs and he goes inside, outside, looking for the block. He's not one to generate the quickness. He waits for his blocking.
Yeah, that's a runner.
And he probably has a clock there. He's in charge of the clock. He's got
6
another
minutes.
10 minutes.
6 minutes to go in the game. 10-0. DePaul leads St. Joe's. DePaul's in white, St. Joe's in green. St. Joe's is bringing 7 men in the box. Hats come flying off. Alameda gets close to the 20. Clock is still running. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game.
You got to see it. Well, that young man has to leave.
Yep.
The helmet went
Almeida
off.
on the carry. Leggero on the stop.
John,
Gain of 4. 3rd and 3 for DePaul.
I would go, if I don't make it here or whatever, I wouldn't throw the
1-yard
ball.
line.
I would run 2 more times to get a first down, because if you make it, then you really, before St. Joseph start calling their timeouts.
I'm going to make you a quarterback, a coach, because that's exactly what you got to do. A 2-down situation here.
There's one run.
Well, you don't have to. When it's close,
And he
first
got it.
down.
He got it.
So you forget about that.
You just listen. That big offensive line that did so well today against St. Joe's. They really did. I mean, they didn't overly dominate them, but they did well. I would run the ball constantly.
Run.
Force St. Joe's to start calling timeouts with 4:40 go in the game. And you know, Coach Nick Campanelli the other side will just try to run this clock out as much as he can. On the other hand, there's a little part of me saying, you're going to have one-on-one coverage on the outside. Look.
Well, there's your one-on-one right there. 80.
They got Madonna out there by himself.
Yeah, but you know where it's going.
You know where it's going, right?
You know what?
And he's down for a first down. Alameda's a first down.
On about the 6-yard line.
Almeida on the carry. Fashon on the stop.
And follow one of those big guys, Larry,
Down to the 6-yard line.
to go to the 6-yard line.
First and goal for DePaul
And now you have
Catholic.
4 downs here. Now you don't want to score too early here.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You want to run a little bit. More points is what
First
you
and
need.
10. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Rodriguez hands to guess who? And Alameda fights his way to about the 3-yard line.
Alameda, California.
Brought down by Anastasi.
Anthony Alameda.
Gain of 4 down to the 2-yard
Down
line.
to the
Second
2.
goal for DePaul.
I'm not throwing this ball. He's carrying the ball either for a touchdown or we turn it over.
Totally in agreement.
The great Brian Carr agrees. Hey, I love this hat. I got to get a hat like that.
He is. It looks good. I may even.
I haven't seen a hat like that since Wyatt Earp. Alameda is dropped short. Let's see if they call timeout now with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Third down, and you lost a half a yard.
Yeah, he's about the 2-yard line.
Almeida carries for no gain. Third and goal.
Wow, in the third quarter, we get a text from Greg Matura by way of the great one, the great Brian Carr. Seton Hall 20, Don Bosco 7. Third quarter. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Oh,
there it is. There's your pass. Touchdown. He's in. Cunningham came back from the camp. I tell you, John, it opens up passing. They could have went to the outside.
We got a flag on the play.
Oh, wait a minute. Flag got to come back. Let's see what they're going to call. Let's see if it's after the play. Here comes our referee. Personal foul. They're discussing it against the Pool. Personal foul.
And that's number 32.
It's a DePaul personal foul on DePaul.
Oh,
they will enforce it because it was a touchdown. It was after the play. They will enforce it at the kickoff. So it's 16-0. The touchdown stands.
Brown to attempt the extra point.
So Brown will try the extra point, and we're gonna wait a minute here now. All right, the ref is set. Kick is up.
And the extra point is good.
No penalty. So with 2 minutes, 33 seconds to go, DePaul takes a 17-0 lead over St. Joe's. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington, Bergen County, New Jersey, and for John's relatives and friends still living in Italy under assumed names, the United States of America.
Oh, we're in trouble.
15-yard personal
Well,
foul
now,
will be assessed on the
DePaul
kickoff, so DePaul will kick off from
was
the 25-yard
penalized
line.
for unsportsmanlike conduct in the end zone, maybe chatting, or that's what you always call it, chatting?
Yeah, chatting.
There you go. So
But
they
chatting,
will-
you can't get in trouble when you say chatting.
It's like,
It could be vulgarity, charity.
they get carried away.
Wade and Jaden Wimberly back to receive.
You know, Larry, when you're hitting
Coach.
all game long, you got to, some exertion got to come out of you.
Yeah. Line drive, right? 3 up, back. Tucci, he gets across the 45-yard line. St. Joe's will have great field position on the 34-yard line. I'm
Great job. Great job.
Shut it.
You're good looking.
Is it off? You want to do interviews? Okay, we'll get Nicky. All right, 1st and 10.
2:27 to go in the game.
They tried that inside bubble screen, maybe,
Yeah.
to Wembley.
2nd and 10 for St. Joe's.
No good. Incomplete.
Pass is
For
incomplete.
Cunningham.
3rd and 10 for the Green Knights.
You know, I mispronounced. I should have said it was 2 plays ago. Marshawn Ferguson, number 11, was injured.
Yes.
I got the wrong name up there, so
Yeah,
I apologize. Number 11 is Ferguson. He injured himself. He came back. He made a nice catch. So we make sure we get him right
Yeah, I had mentioned Ferguson.
before we have people calling me up and threaten to come and
No,
throw me out of
we've
the
been
press
on
box.
target. We've been on target today. Ooh. Tackled by 44.
Hendricks was hit from behind.
He's sacked on the
Bra-
play.
Brandon
Loss of
Wu.
5 yards.
On the stop. Oh,
2 minutes to go in the game. It's 4th down and 20 yards. So St. Joe's has to go for it. They're not going to kick. Throw a
Personal
deep
foul.
pass.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
If
DePaul.
if the ball holds, they'll just run the clock out.
yeah.
Although St. Joe's can use its timeout, and they may have used. That was an incomplete pass. So it's 4th down, 1:57 to go. DePaul 17-0, and we have a penalty. I think it's going to be roughing the quarterback. So everything I said prior to that about holding and running out the clock, erase it.
And you got a first down
And the first, of course, what's the quarterback?
DePaul.
on the penalty.
Conduct.
That's one of the coaches will talk to the players about that. But you know what? You're rushing the quarterback, and sometimes it's tough. Willis next to Hendrick. He's back. Hendrick's looking. Fires downfield. Incomplete. Intended for Massey.
Yeah, Brian.
2nd and 10.
1 minute and 50 seconds to go as the great Brian Carl takes leaves of us to go to another game.
They won't be with us, though, later on.
No, they're going up to Ramsey to watch Greek Ray play Ramsey.
That's your game tonight. It's going to be a very good game.
That should be a nice game.
Richfield Park comes in. They won their first game.
We'll be going up to down to say to Westwood to do that game. Heinrich looks, has some room up the middle, slips around, and he's tackled from behind after a first down as he crosses the
Hendricks on
20-yard
the
line.
carry, picks up a first down.
1 minute,
Ball
43
started
seconds to go.
18-yard line of DePaul Catholic.
Looks like Almeida on the stop. Well,
Little yellow. There's a pitch out here. Wembley is tackled at the 5-yard line. Another first down.
Pass is complete to number 4, Jaden Wimberly for St. Joe's first down. That's
So
the
St.
first
Joe's is
roll.
moving the ball very nicely now. Heinrich rolling left, rolling right.
Ball spotted at the 6-yard line.
Ball's on the 6-yard line. He's not running the ball, I'm telling you. There's 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. And the ball is thrown out of bounds, intended for Cunningham.
Pass is overthrown. 2nd and goal for St. Joe's.
Stops the clock with 1:16 to go in the game.
I think he had 13, right? Number 13 on that reception. I think, right? Yeah. Is that Donovan?
What number?
13 it was. Donovan McCoy. The tall guy, 6'5" guy. Yeah, that's him.
So
He was changed from 0 to 13.
They keep changing our numbers.
I know that.
Heinrich with a fake and fights to the goal line and is stopped at about the 3-yard line.
And Rich on the carry.
And we have a timeout on the field with 1 minute and 8
Timeout.
seconds to go.
Official
St. Joe's.
timeout.
That'll be St. Joe's' first timeout.
Timeout, St. Joe's.
So 17-0. St. Joe's is knocking on our door trying to score. Henrik looks wide open, overthrows his man. Ooh, he had a guy open in the corner.
His pass is overthrown. It'll be 4th and goal for St. Joe's.
This will be 4th and goal.
What a defensive struggle we had there.
Well, if St. Joe's don't score here, we're at 103. That's it. They gotta. You gotta get the ball in somehow if you're St. Joe's. Just gotta fight and fight, get that score. And DePaul's gotta say, we're gonna hold you out. We're gonna stay on the goal line and hold you out. Henrik calling signals. He's back. He looks. He throws. Almost intercepted, but it was knocked away. I tell you, about 4 or 5 times, Nevin Earl, the lineman, and DePaul, unless there's a fumble on the snap, will pitch a shutout against St. Joe's.
Look at it. They're
going crazy. We've been told, you and I have been told by people that we really respect in high school football, and the word they use, I like when they use the word, they don't go overboard, they don't say it's the greatest team they ever played. They said, DePaul is talented. They got talented players. And you know something? They really did. 17-0. They missed 2-3 plays, or there could have been a few more. So all DePaul has to do now is just fall on the ball with Cunningham deep in the end zone to make sure nothing bad happens. Rodriguez got to take...
I would put a knee, yes. This is a knee time.
I don't think anybody's calling timeout, and I think that's going to be it.
2nd down.
So... 50 seconds to go. I think they have to snap the ball one time. And DePaul will beat St. Joe's 17-0. We got to go back to our archives and see the last time St. Joe's was shut out, John.
A long time ago. There were always one that could score.
That is it. That'll do it. Unless it's a timeout on a flag that I didn't see.
And that will be the final snap of the ball game.
And DePaul, under
The
McKenna,
final score,
always they
17,
scored on them. They
St.
never
Joe's,
pitched a shutout. So this is...
And these two teams had great games. We did a championship game way back in '95 where St. Joe's beat DePaul at Giant Stadium by a 3 or 4 point game.
We were there.
What we're going to try to do, we're going to try to get down and get an interview or two and then put a bow on this game. Again, the final score, the Spartans of DePaul, 17. The Green Knights of St. Joe's, nothing.
So talk about giving the game ball. You gave the game ball to one of your players.
Yeah,
he's
so,
going to be.
Corey Lyde, our captain. He tore his ACL last week in our opener, and he's just the greatest kid that you could ever ask for. And he's going to Wisconsin next year, but he's gonna miss out on his senior year, and obviously he's devastated about that. So it was a special thing to be able to give him. Hey.
What do you say? I have to edit that out?
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, to give him that game ball was a really special thing, and it's something he deserves, and it meant a lot to us as a program.
Talk about the defense, some of the players there. I mean, that was the key to the game, really. You shut them out.
Yeah. So we have 9 3-year starters on our defense, and they're just so experienced. They understand the system so well, and they just play so hard. Defense is about lining up and playing hard. And they do that, And our defensive coordinator, Rashid Darasaw, does as good a job as anybody there is. He's just excellent coach.
Thanks,
Can't
Nick.
say
I'll
enough.
let these guys. These
Sure.
are the big guys. I'll let them know.
Congratulations. I know you were talking to Brian Carr at NorthJerseySports.com, and you talked about all your plays, but something caught my eye at the beginning of the second quarter, and to me it was all coaching. They came out with a jumbo to the right, 3 players. They threw a pass out. It should have been a screen. You had that scouted, right? and you knocked them down. They got no yardage on that. Were you ready for something like that?
Yeah, our defensive staff did an unbelievable job all week, preparing. Our defensive coordinator Rashid Darisaw is a tremendous coach. Coach Rogers over there, they just did an unbelievable job of preparing these guys, and I think it paid off today.
Talk about Almeida. He played. I mean, he took the ball in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
You ran it down.
Yep.
We were saying all you got to do is get in first downs and kill the clock. But he took it all the way to the house.
He did, man. That's that weight room paying off, man. That guy works as hard as anybody in the weight room, and you could see it. On some of those runs in the fourth quarter, he was running through tackles and finishing every run. And he's just a great kid. I couldn't be more proud of him, man. And we're like a two-back system, but Tyler went down on the touchdown early on in the game, and he was banged up. So Anthony really stepped up and did an unbelievable job.
John, quick.
Nicky, when I look at you, I look at offense. Offense. And today, you had the offense, but the defense, my God, this was the best I've seen a team play against St. Joe's ever.
Yeah.
In all the years, I'm telling you, they were unbelievable. Yeah. Every time they made a move, you stopped.
Yeah, it is that we have so many seniors on the defense, and I think 8 or 9 3-year starters on that unit. So, the experience pays off. In the weight room, they had an unbelievable offseason, and you're seeing that pay off on the field every week.
Well, you're going to be busy. Other people want to talk to you. I want to thank you very much. Thanks for all your help. We appreciate it. Take care. Give my best to everybody. Okay? Well, John, we're here September 11th, 2021. 20 years after the bombing of the World Trade Center. St. Joe's did a wonderful job before the game and their ceremony, and then DePaul went out and did a great job. I'll tell you what impressed me. What impressed me, and we talked about 9 starters on defense, what impressed me was how DePaul was able to handle the line of scrimmage, both offensively and defensively. I think if you go back and study this game, you're going to see it was really up there, both offense and defensively. They didn't let St. Joe's get off the field.
Well, in the old days, anytime you saw a St. Joe's team, they would have the biggest linemen, the best linemen, but this young man, talking about offense, defense and also the line, a spectacular game. A game that I haven't seen, a game from start to finish that was their game.
They played well, and Coach Chamberlain was telling Brian Carr, we snuck in there, we listened a little bit, how impressed he was and how well they played, because he had 9 seniors starting, coming back. So that's important. But that offensive line, and let's not take anything away from Almeida, who ran the ball very well. Brown got hurt, like he said. I thought I lost him there for a second, but he was hurt, so it is a 2-back system. They are a talented team, maybe a little bit more. Maybe they are a special team, and we'll see that as the year goes on, October, November, that this team is a special team.
If this team stays healthy, they don't lose any key players, they could win the whole thing. You could have Bergen Catholic and DePaul in the championship. Wouldn't that be a game?
Oh, God, that'll set off a lot of things. I don't know if they're in the same group, but they could play, yeah. All right, so everybody here at WCTV, Ida, John, myself, the gang, Ricky Wojcicki's waiting for us back at the at Westwood. We're going to run over to Westwood and do a game. You can watch these games starting Sunday night at 8 o'clock, and then Monday starting at 12, 3, 6, and 8. We'll have the St. Joe's DePaul game and the Westwood Richfield Park game on for you. Also, you can watch it on our YouTube. That's you go to YouTube, WCTV NJ, and watch the game, and also on BTV. Get on BTV.com. Hit community and watch the games that we are doing this weekend. So the entire gang, thank you for watching. We'll see you at Westwood in about an hour and a half. Goodbye, everybody. Final score, 17-0, DePaul over St. Joe's.